Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Jenny. I'm from Jenny Card Designs. My YouTube channel contains content that is intended to share paper crafting tutorials and inspiration with all of you. I hope that you enjoy. Okay, so yesterday I posted a video in regards to creating your own stencils, and I just wanted to elaborate a little bit on one of the techniques that I shared. So if you hadn't seen this video, this is how I created the stencil. I grabbed a laminating pouch and a sheet of vellum, and I stuck the vellum into the laminating pouch and ran that through my laminator. And what happens is we get a nice slick surface that's semi-transparent. We can see through to the other side. I've just gone ahead and trimmed up my stencil sheet, and I grabbed some dies from the Gina A Big Hello stamp set, and I'm going to run a couple of those flowers and leaves through my die cutting machine. Now, depending on what machine you're using, you may need to add a cardstock shim or a metal adapter plate just to give a little bit of extra pressure to cut through the vellum and the laminating pouch. Once I run that through, I will pull out all of the pieces, and then I've got this stencil with the negative piece as well, and I keep those in my stamp pouch along with the stamp and the die. So I'm going to ink these up. Now, when I take the stencil, I take it over to the stamp set just to make sure that I've got the stencil laying the right way and not reversed. The stamps won't line up if the stencil's flipped around. So I'm going to ink up with some Peach Bellini ink and a sponge dauber, and I'm just going to fill that space in, and then I'm going to come in with some apple mint ink and a smaller sponge dauber and ink up all those silhouettes. And then I'm going to take the images and use an acrylic block and stamp the flowers down. Now for the flower, I'm using Coral Reef ink. And then for the leaf, I'm using Lucky Clover ink. So I'll stamp those, and then I will grab the Hello stamp from the set and stamp that with the Coral Reef ink as well. And then I will trim this panel down and get it adhered to a white card base. And then this card project is complete. Now I have a comparison to show you with a few different inky techniques. So these are the 3 projects I made just to show you the variation that you can get, how you can get very different looks. And I've got a lot of ink on my fingers, so please excuse my inky fingers. The first panel that I'm picking up, I inked up my stencil with white pigment ink. And I let that dry, and then I stamped my images over top. So this gives a nice soft look, and I used Lucky Clover ink and Blue Raspberry ink. And then for the second card panel, I did the exact same thing, but I eliminated the stencil and the pigment ink. I just stamped the images directly on the cardstock with Blue Raspberry ink and Lucky Clover. So you can see the difference that you get with the techniques. And now this one is on white cardstock with the Peach Bellini stenciled with the Coral Reef stamped over top. You can get so many different looks with one stamp set by switching up the technique. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video and got a little bit of inspiration for your Gina K Designs A Big Hello stamp set, and maybe some fun ways to create your own stencil. And just think of the possibilities. You can apply this to any of your stamp sets that have coordinating dies. I think it works best with dies that have a little bit of a white border around the edge of them, because then you get to see that sort of shadow layer behind. So I encourage you to take a look at your stamps and pull some of them out and create some of your own stencils and see what you can come up with. Thank you so much for stopping by and spending a little bit of your time with me here today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. And coming up on screen are a few videos that I think you may enjoy. So have a lovely day, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!